we go live every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. And a lot of times we get asked, hey, how do I get my questions on your Q&As? If you subscribe, turn on your notifications, and watch and, kind of get in the comments with us, that's how you get on. So hit that sub button and join us. So this one's from Nicholas Folk. Allen Robinson of the Ravens for a second, a fourth, and Willie Snead.
I love that for the Ravens. I think Allen Robinson is one of, if not the most underrated receivers in the NFL. Don't like it for the Bears unless they're tanking, because then they don't have a number one guy anymore. I would love to see Robinson in Baltimore with Lamar Jackson. I'd love to pair him with Marquise Brown. All aboard it for the Ravens. Don't like that move for the Bears.
I also think he'd be a great fit in that offense because Allen Robinson's actually a very good blocker.
He's been held back by crappy quarterback play his entire college and NFL career.
Blake Bortles, Mitchell Trubisky.
I think Hackenberg was his college quarterback, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sure it was. Yeah, his entire career.
Yeah, not great. Let's go to Carpet Shelf. Who's the best cornerback? Marshawn Lattimore, Marlon Humphrey, or Tre'Davious White? Also, everyone say God bless you to producer Alicia.
Wow. I don't think you can go wrong here. You've got three of the best young cornerbacks in the NFL, all legitimate number one guys, all guys who are about to get the bag in a significant way. I'll go Trey White, but
go White.
Go Lattimore, go Humphrey. I think I'd rank them White, Lattimore, Humphrey, but it's close. Those guys are all
the most
awesome.
underrated one is White, so
Yeah, okay.
I'm probably going to go White, but yeah, I don't really think
You
there's...
can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong.
I think it's a little bit closer between White and Lattimore, though.
I think all three
But
of
not
these
by much.
players, great defenders, all reasons why some of their teams are some of the best defenses in the National Football League. I recently made a video, I shouldn't say recently, maybe like a month ago, the top defenses in the league. If you haven't seen it yet, please go check it out. I'm always asking for feedback. You can hit me up on IG, which you'll see below at Mitchell Renz 365. But who has the best defense in the National Football League?
Who was your number one again?
My number one defense was the San Francisco 49ers.
Okay, I don't mind that one. I think you can make pretty darn strong arguments for the Patriots if they reload as they always do. The Steelers, I think, should be in there. The Ravens should be in there, and I think the Bills, too. Maybe the Bears can kind of have a bounce-back year if the offense is not crap. Yeah, I agree with you.
Next question here from Chris Brooks, and make sure that you're super chatting or using hashtag NFL to get on the show. If there is no college season, how does it impact the 2021 NFL Draft? Dom, I'll let you take this one.
Pretty darn significantly. There are a handful of guys who necessarily don't need a year. Penei Sewell, Micah Parsons, a Trevor Lawrence maybe, Justin Fields maybe might not need one. But, for almost all of those players,
imagine Joe Burrow.
They're losing out on their best year. There aren't that many round one grades. I wonder if you would see teams trade out of the 2021 draft trying to acquire future picks when you're not taking players who haven't played in an entire year. So it would be a massive impact, and I wonder if the NFL might try and go with like a supplemental draft and try and adjust those rules. Like, if there's no college football season, it's a massive impact on the NFL draft in a way that we've never seen the NFL have to deal with. Be crazy, be chaos.
If you love the NFL draft, go give Tom a follow on Twitter at @WhatGoingDowney, and that's another reason to subscribe. We've been the number one most watched NFL draft coverage for 2 years in a row, maybe 3. Yeah, we're that good. Jacob, what's up, dude? Is Matthew Judon going to be back out of Baltimore after the season, or will he get extended?
Yeah, you threw a back in there that's not on screen. So will he be back with Baltimore?
Will he be back?
I'm sorry, will he be out of Baltimore? Or will he be extended? You threw me off there, too.
My bad.
If he doesn't get extended before
Reading.
the franchise tag deadline, I think he's on his way out.
Okay.
I don't think you see him get tagged twice. I think his market gets a little bit too expensive. The Ravens got to pay other players like a Stanley and a Humphrey and Lamar down the road. So if they get a deal done before this franchise tag deadline, I think he sticks around. Obviously, if not, I think he ends up on his way out.
I still think he's going to be a player that you're going to see start to pop up in some trade rumors as
Yeah,
well.
very possible.
Because Ravens do have some depth behind them, and there's been a team that's really been able to establish themselves.
They are all in on this window, so they might prefer to try and keep him.
Very, very true. So, Jacob, it's a great question. If you guys are looking for some new T-shirts, we got you covered. Go to chatsports.com/strong. Stronger Together gear up to 30% off. So normally these are only 20% off. We got a special deal, so you better act quick. Up to 30% off. Chatsports.com/strong. So whoever your favorite team is, we got a T-shirt for you, all 32 of them.
great there. So, and by the way, folks, all the proceeds for this shirt or some of the other options they have available at that link, they all go to COVID-19 relief funds. Almost all of them go to the United Way's COVID-19 relief fund. So go check it out. 30% off at chatsports.com/strong. Links in the comments and the description. They got shirts and gear for all 32 NFL teams.
I really like this question.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jeremiah. Most underrated receiver quarterback combo in the National
So the
Football
first
League.
one that popped to mind to me was Kirk Cousins, Adam Thielen. And then the other one that just popped into my head in the same division was Matthew Stafford, Kenny Golladay. And I think I want to go Stafford Golladay as my final answer. And praying that I didn't forget anyone else in the 20 seconds I was thinking about it. Because Stafford, when healthy, is awesome. Galladay's had a really good year. I would love to put Allen Robinson and somebody, but I don't like Foles that much. And Trubisky is not that good either, so I couldn't go that route. So I'll go Golladay, Stafford, final answer.
I mean, I'm looking at a lot of these football teams, and I'm probably going to have to agree with you. Yeah, I'm going to agree with Tom. I think that's actually by
Someone
far.
said Jimmy G and Jalen Hurd. We haven't seen Hurd play, so I can't throw him in there yet.
Sorry, I can't quite do it. Ryan Tannehill, A.J. Brown. That'd be my other one as I look through some of the teams.
I gotta see Tannehill do it for more than half.
I think
Two-thirds
you
of
got
the
the two right. I'm saying if I had to throw in another one,
Okay.
I'd go Tannehill and A.J. Brown. 49er family, will Eric Berry get signed this year? If so, when?
Some will have you believe that Eric Berry took a year off because he wanted to. He wasn't healthy. That foot is not right, or at least it wasn't right. And teams are going to try and bring him back in for a physical. The last time they saw him, he flunked them all. The Cowboys brought him in for a visit. They checked him out, and they went, yeah, not interested. That's Eric Berry.
Exactly.
It's not like they did that for even like a Tony Jefferson. It was Eric Berry that they said, you're just not healthy enough. So if the medical can check out at camp in the preseason whenever, yeah, I think a team could end up signing him. I think the Cowboys could still make sense. I'm not convinced it's going to, though.
Next question's coming in from King Tut. I saw a trade for Jamal Adams to the Cowboys for Xavier Woods, Connor McGovern, first and a third.
It's a lot to give up. For starters, not convinced Jets are going to actually trade Jamal Adams. Still
Okay.
not. B, the Jets do not like the Cowboys right now. They are upset with them because
should
they
they?
blame the Cowboys for leaking stuff about Jamal Adams and all of that. So you might have to overpay. I would say it is an overpay. As great as Jamal Adams is, you can throw in Woods a first and a third and Connor McGovern. Can you keep McGovern or third? That might be a little bit more palatable. But value-wise, I don't think you're that far off for what I think the Jets are going to be asking of the Dallas Cowboys. It's a different question if the Cowboys would meet that offer, though.
Shout out to producer Alicia for this graphic. Best NFL career. Again, reading, not easy.
Both would have worked.
Both would have worked. Tua, Burrow, Jordan Love, Justin Herbert. Out of the four quarterbacks that you see on screen, who's going to have the best NFL career? Type T for Tua, type L for Jordan Love, type B for Joe Burrow, type H for Justin Herbert. The easy answer is B for Burrow, but I'll say this. If Tua is 100% healthy and Tua plays, I'll say 10 years, I'm going to go Tua.
I'm still going to go Burrow. I was so impressed by what I saw last year. So, yes, he's an older player. I'm going to type in my B for Burrow. I think he's going to be the guy for Cincinnati. Tua, I think, is a close second. Then Herbert, and we'll see about Jordan Love because he was pretty bad last year. But I'm going to type in my B here.
Austin, what you eating? Vikings will release Dalvin Cook after this year.
Well, Cook's contract isn't like a release situation. As a second-round pick, there is no fifth-year option. So I'll approach it as let him leave,
Okay.
and it's very possible. If Cook continues to demand $13 million plus
not
per
getting
year, he ain't going to get it. Can they settle around 10? Is that doable for both parties?
I
you
love
say
Dalvin
no
Cook.
because of the injuries.
I love Dalvin Cook, and I
Yeah.
think he is a top 10 running back when fully healthy. I don't really think that you can argue. But with the injuries, not only that he's had in his NFL career, even dating back to his time at Florida State, when I see running
He's always
backs
been banged up.
really come in, I like Alexander a lot as well. I am not going to invest money in Dalvin.
It's a fair question. I think if I don't think Cook will really hold out deep into camp because it doesn't make a lot of sense from a money perspective. But if they don't get a deal done before this season, I think Cook will end up leaving. Yeah.
Last question from Nick Benjamin. So, hey, if you want your question on the show, you better start liking this video or super chat. How will Brandin Cooks do this season? So Brandin Cooks was traded to the Houston Texans. I do think he's going to be the number one receiver there, coming off a season where he dealt with a lot of concussions. So I think if he's fully healthy, he's going to be around 1,000 yards, but
Yeah.
I can't trust him to be healthy.
The concussions terrify me. So if he's healthy, great year, but I am worried about him getting hurt again.